Welcome back to part 2, guys. I ran out of fucking space. So many videos, so many uploads, so many door closer videos. It's unfucking real. But yeah, so they're just becoming too strong. Door closers are becoming dangerously too strong. They do not need to be that strong to open a fucking door. When a door closer is not on the door in the first place, it's far easier just to open the door without a fucking door closer on it, let alone the door being closed in the first place. So these things are the unnecessary evils of everyday life that basically make you work harder to open a door. So if you're near a door and you're sick of opening it all the time, or the door's closing behind you and you don't want one of these on the door, simply take a screwdriver, remove it off your door and sell it on eBay, or sell it to me. All the people out there that are watching this video that have got a door closer that's on their home doors, literally, remove it from the door. Your life will become far more easier. But please bear in mind that door closers are fitted now by regulations in the law and all this bollocks, which I believe is a load of shit. They have to be on a fire door. That's fine. On a fire door, fine. But now councils obviously charge people when they move into the new flat, not only just for the cost of the flat, but for the door closer prices. Yeah, because these things obviously keep the door closed and make your life a pain in the arse. But there was a lady 6 months ago that I went to meet in Edinburgh. Lovely lady, lovely old lady. Not going to say where the name of the road is for legal reasons. But she met me. She had an advert on Gumtree of 10 door closers, which were 10 Eclipse door closers Giovanni would do. And yeah, basically, she didn't want them on the doors. She bought the house, which was like £1,000, I believe, or something like that. But she showed me around her lovely home. She invited me in for a cup of tea before I got these door closers. How nice is that? And yeah, she took them all off her doors, but now she's put herself at a fire risk because there was these very strong old Edwardian doors in her home that she took all the door closers off, but that was there for her safety. If there was always a fire, then the doors are going to be open. The doors aren't going to be closed. So yeah, a bit like in my home. I have door closers on all my doors, apart from my other bedroom door, which I haven't got around to putting one on yet because I can't be asked. When I move, they'll all come with me. My house management knows I've got door closers on the door. They weren't happy with it at first, but they understand why I do it. Do you know what I mean? And I don't move them. Once they're on the door, that's it. When I leave, I take them with me. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, basically door closers are designed and are meant to be there for our safety, but in actual fact, they don't actually need to be there. Think about a hospital. When a hospital is built, brand new hospital, there's a new hospital that they're bringing down. Sorry, a new hospital they're bringing down. There's an old hospital that they're knocking down here in Edinburgh. It's got thousands and thousands and thousands of door closers. When I find out where this one is, and they're knocking it down soon, because there's going to be no security and thing, I'm just going to fucking go in there and take all the door closers. I did it at Rosebery House. They chucked all these fucking door closers in the skip, and I just went there one night to go up to 12 on my own, and took all the door closers. I've got about, like the Explorer says, I've got at least, I'd say at least 50 grand, £50,000 of worth of, no, more than that. I'd say I've got about, if I added them all up, not a million, but I'd say close to £250,000 worth of door closers in my flat at the moment. Yeah, I have. But it's there for a reason. When I'm 50, when I'm 60, I'm selling them all. And I'm going to become a millionaire. So that's why I've got so many door closers. But yeah, so these will be fitted to a hospital. But so many of them. But just think about that. A poor hospital has got to fork out thousands and millions of pounds. Well, they shouldn't really have to. Because the price of these are on every single door. You know what I mean? Excuse me, one of these brand new is about £150, £170, one of these brand new. So very lucky to get this at the price I did. But yeah, they are very good. Giovanni would do. Arrow, the door closer man, and James, hello. Hello, Jess, the door closer doctor. Hello, the Explorer returns. I hope you got that ghost out of your home, my darling, because I've still got a poltergeist here and it's not nice. If it keeps jangling the keys, I'm going to fucking move out. I mean, I don't want to live here with a fucking poltergeist here. It's a bit scary. Yeah, but I can't win because wherever I go, it goes. I mean, anyways, look at this, guys. A fucking great big huge monstrosity. Takes up half the door. It's putting excess stress on the door as well. Just think the hinges of the door are going to become warped in no time if this is going to constantly be there. And Okay, it feels nice when it's closing the door. It'll keep the door shut. But do we really need that excess force of having to fucking push a door open all the time, bro? Just to get through a fucking door with this fucking thing on it. Do you know what I mean? But it does feel very well made. Oh, here we are. Sorry. So it's actually Britain. But there we go. Just a door closer doctor. It's actually made by LCN. LCN charge extortionate amounts for their door closers. They are a very professional, high-rated top brand, but they just charge extreme amounts for their door closers. And I'm not surprised. This one, when you try and push the arm forward, it feels lovely. I'm going to tell you what it feels like. It feels very soft, very fluent. You know if you're paying lots of money for a door closer because the arms will be like, there's no sound. Listen, it's nothing. It's just like direct drive. That's basically direct drive. I've got a brand new direct drive wash machine. That feels like direct drive because it reacts so fucking quickly. Basically, the more money you spend on a stronger door closer, the more options of delayed action, spring tension, closing speed, latching speed. They will react like the drop of a hat as soon as you alter one of the latch regulators. Compared to an old door closer like this, you alter the actual latching closing mechanism and it will take far longer to respond because obviously they're not that up to date. They don't have a lot of hydraulic in them, where these ones have a lot more hydraulic in. They've got more springs, they've got different valves in there that do lots of different things to the arm. Don't bloody do thing! Take order! Take a break, take a nice! So yeah, sorry, I sound like fucking packy then. Never mind. Plenty of them here in Edinburgh. For all the wrong reasons and the wrong fucking housing associations. Kick them out, inclusive borders. You fucking bams. Anyways, sorry about that, had to be said. But yeah, so this door closer here, guys, is too big. Let's put the case back on. It's got a great big huge thing that goes there. It basically covers that up. It's for decoration, stops the oil. But look at that, guys. Look at that compared to this. Look at that. That's how far we've come, by the way. They just get bigger, they get stronger. And they're pissing people off. Look at that. Size difference. What the absolute fuck. What is going on with this world? Anyways, we'll put this one out of the way. That one just there so you can see it in the background. With my makeup because I don't need that there. We've already spoken about this one, guys. This is the Britain 2003. Lovely small little door closer. Would I recommend this one over that piece of fucking shit monstrosity? Yes, I would. Because you're going to be able to open the door. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to close the door on a fucking child's hand. If that was on a door and that was going fast enough, do you know what I mean? That would seriously cause someone an injury. Go for a really nice old door closer that's easy to open. It closes the door the same way like it would that. Not paying excess amounts of money for fucking latch action. Spring tension when you don't need it. Fuck's sake. We should stop tooting. What's going on today in Gorgie? Fucking hell. So yeah. Go for one of these. They're lovely. And I can't wait to get more small door closers. Urban Explorer, my darling, if you're watching. I know he is. Thank you so much for these. Could you get me something a bit more smaller than this, please? The Urban Explorer. I would like that. Put that one there. There we go. On to the third door closer. Oh, sorry, second door closer now. Oh my God, what's happened here? How the hell have they done that? We're never going to be able to get the... Oh, yes, you can. Someone's put it in with this and they've just screwed this on with their hands. I'm taking this out because you'd never be able to get this off if that was screwed in fully. But it's like a tack kind of thing. But yeah, that's silly. Someone's obviously just put that on there to keep the arm on, but that's silly. There's no way you could... If that once that's on there, that's on there. So, yeah. That's just like a little tack. Urban Explorer, did you do that? Silly man. So yeah, this is an Aron door closer. I love Arons. I got loads of Arons. They're very good make. My honest opinion on this one, very good door closer. They're not as cheap as some of the other Aron door closers I've got, but they do the job well and they get a door closed properly in the event of a fire. This is a silver body, it has a black arm. Sometimes with door closers, when you buy them, they have all the same colours. But some door closers, you can get blue door closers, you can get red door closers, you can get all the different colours of door closers under the rainbow. Oh, not again. Excuse me a moment, because you won't be able to hear me. Lovely. Thank you, ambulance. Luckily, that's not me in the ambulance yet, but if I attended them, it probably would be, because my heart wouldn't be able to go with it. Never mind. Would I take my door closers with me to hospital and do a video on me in the hospital bed talking about door closers? Yeah, possibly would. Because that's how dedicated Michelle is to our audience. Please like this video if you like that comment. Thank you, my darlings. But yes, so this is the Aron door closer. Looks lovely from the side. Giovanni, my darling, tell me what do you think? You've got latching regulator there, which is number 2. Number 2 is basically how much of a bump it gets before the latch. And number 1 is closing speed. When it comes to how slow you want the door to actually close, that is number 1 there. There we go. Oh, I need to mention something. So some absolute twat decided to rip the fucking door closer off the building door here. Don't know who it was, but someone hung on it and ripped it off. Went to hang the bins out. Hang the bins out? Went to put the bins out a few days ago. And yeah, let's just say the door closer was fucking hanging. The postman had been in. And the fucking door closer, Giovanni was doing. Oh! Careful, that's why door closers are dangerous. It was like that. Hang on. It was like that. Hang on. It's not got a tack in there, never mind. It was like that, hanging off the door. It was like that. So now, another door closer you can put back on by me. It's like a really strong GTS 4000 door closer with screws about that long so it stays on the fucking door, bruv. Do you know what I mean? No one's got to be able to get that off. So yeah, it's strong, it's lovely. See what this one is like. Yeah, still strong now. So yeah, sorry guys, 2 seconds. There's some people lingering about my flat. Looks like they've had a pay rise off the DWP. They're all wearing trackies. They're all drinking Greggs and Starbucks. It's lovely. Don't blame you, my darlings. Chavvy lads, if you've got a playlist system, you've got a playlist system, haven't you? I don't, Michelle is genuine. Right, so that feels really strong. That's like 2 people pushing it. Actually, no, hang on. No, that's normal. That's crazy, hang on. Yeah, that's 4 people pushing against you when you're trying to open the door. Hang on. That's strong. That is so strong. Door closers are so dangerous, you know. They really are. Jess, the door closer doctor, showed me a video a while ago online of where she's got a door closer, and she's actually got a clear door closer where you can actually see the spring inside. You can see the hydraulic coil. You can't really see it do much. I think you just see the spring move backwards and forwards. But it was like an example of a door closer that LCN made a while ago, where you can actually see the latching and the valve regulators. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send an email off to LCN, tell them what I do on my YouTube. I review door closers, I talk about door closers, I educate people on door closers. I'm going to see if they can send me a few free clear door closers. I would love that. I really love that. But they're plastic and they're not meant to be mounted on doors. They do work as a door closer, but they shouldn't be mounted on a door because it's like a display model. Do you know what I mean? That's so strong. And listen, because it's cheap as well, listen. Listen, hang on. Can you hear that? That's the gears inside grinding. Yeah, that's way too strong. That is strong. It's going to close the door by any means. But I just don't understand why door closers are getting so fucking strong. So that is the Around door closer. It has got a cap somewhere. I think it's missing. But the reason why it's got this also attachment on here, I love this part. I'm not gonna lie, I love this part. If you've got a door closer and it's too strong and it's mounted to the door like that, right? I don't particularly like door closers mounted like that because I think it's way too strong on the door and people can just hang on the arm. So what I strongly advise people do is if you've got door closers like this, you don't want them on your door that way. You take the bracket out which came in the box with your door closer, which is the parallel fixing. You basically put the arm on like so, and then you basically put it on the door to the side. So I've got it on the side now. My G's gold one over there is fixed to the side of the door, but it looks lovely, guys. Do you know what I mean? You don't need a door closer to be front facing, mounted, whatever. You can just have it on the side like that. It looks lovely. Tell me, guys, what you think in the comments. Doesn't that look lovely? It really does. You can't really hang on the arm because it's not going to go anywhere. If someone was to hang on the arm in this position, it's only going to bend to about that far. You know what I mean? Whereas if it was mounted and the arm was here, people can hang on it. That's why also I see a lot of door closers fitted where the arm is actually like meant to be there, but it's actually dragged and pulled all the way, so it's like that. So when people try and open the door is a lot easier to open. Back in Case to High School a few years ago, they'd actually fit the door closers. I actually liked it. It's quite cool, actually. On some door closers, you have like this option where you can mount the arm like that, halfway. But then what they did is they screwed this screw arm in quite small. So the door closer will still fit to the door, but it's like that. So that's another option, guys. If you want to fit a door closer to the door, but you don't want the door to be that strong, I strongly advise that you fit the door closer like that and like that. But what that does is that still gives a bit of resistance when it comes to closing the door. But Giovanni will explain more in the comments. It will still close the door, but you're not going to have that much excess forces to open the door. And that will just feel like a little Gibraltar closing the door, rather than a great big huge fucking spring against you all the time when you're trying to open the door. Very well explained in this video, guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you understood that. Thank you. So we're now going to quickly move on to the latching and closing regulators. There's this one. We're now going to twist this one in to see if it fucking alters. No, it can't because it's stupid and it's a fucking scissors. Oh well. Sorry, this is making my head go everywhere. Am I still alive? Oh, for the time being, gotta be pulse, never mind. But yeah, lovely Around door closer. Just too fucking strong. And as you can see, because it's so strong, that causes excess wear on the door closer. This is the spindle. This has clearly been mounted outside because it's got a bit of rust on it. Don't ever fit door closers outside because they will rust to fuck and they will eventually break. So don't fit them outside. Always fit them indoors. It was fitted like that and it goes like that underneath the side of the door. It looks lovely. They are a good door closer. If it's a fire door, you need a door closer to be closed and have a strong one on there. Then fit one of these, but just bear in mind, this is a scissor arm. They are incredibly dangerous door closers. If you get your hand trapped in that when it's closing, you'll know all about it because your hand will come off. Yeah. I had a video, look back through my door closer videos, guys, but there's some videos where I'm reviewing door closers. I've actually got my arm trapped in them when I'm talking about them. And I've actually dropped a few on my lap and they're very heavy. If one of these came loose and somebody got vandalised it and it hit someone in the face, would it cause serious injury? Yeah, it would. They're still heavy. Even without the arm on, they are still heavy. That's like a brick. Hang on. Yeah, that weighs, oh look, I'm doing basketball. That is heavy. That weighs about 20 pounds. Excuse me guys, 2 seconds, I'm on dog watch. Good lad. Nobody hates talks about when Michelle's about, I'll tell you that, because they know who I am. And they know I'll fucking expose them on the internet. Do you know what I mean? Fucking will do. Anyways, that's a door closer, guys. Thumbs up for that one. So that's the iron one. Just put that around that way. There we go. Next door closer. I've got so many of these. I can't tell you how many of these. So this is a dormer. I love these door closers. Really good door closer. Really easy to fit. They are strong, but nowhere as strong as that one. It's lovely. It feels like a lovely force. It doesn't feel too much. Very easy to fit. You've got these screw holes that are through the entire door closer body. Can you see that? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you're going to have a door closer on a door and you're going to have it on there for a long time, then put 6 screws in it. If you don't want a door closer to be stolen and it's going to be on there for years, months, however long, buy some Torx screws and put some Torx screws in here, because no one's going to be able to get that off. And in rare circumstances on old abandoned buildings, which I've been in before in Glasgow, they've actually got some door closers where the actual door closer has been bolted to the door. Yeah. I love this door closer. I tell you why I love it. Really modern, really sleek design. Let's just find the arm, because it does come with an arm. And me and the Urban Explorer were like, where's the arm? Where's the arm? He was like, I did put it in the box. He did put it in the box. But now I've lost the fucking arm again. I don't know what I've done with it, but it's here somewhere. So yeah, I've lost the arm. Hey ho, I lose everything all the time. But it does come with an arm. It was in the box, no it's not. Oh well, I'll find it somewhere. But yeah, so it had an arm, and it basically snaps on here. I'm determined to find it. I want to find it, because I need to talk about it in the video. Oh, give me a second, guys. I've got it here somewhere, guys. I've got thousands of arms anyway. I don't know where it's gone. I think it's through the kitchen. I can't be asked to get it. But yeah, so it comes with an arm. I have got it, the Explorer. It's in my kitchen. It snaps on there, and that basically joins to the top of the door, right? I've seen these fitted in McDonald's. They're very easy to fit. If you're going to put this on the door, it's not going to be on the door for a long time. I strongly recommend that you just put 2 screws. You don't need 6. So 1 screw there, 1 screw there. Fix it with the screws that it comes with. Or just have a screw going into the door about that much. If it's like a shared building, a communal building, and you need the door to be held up, the door closer to be held there a very long time, and you don't want the door closer to come off the door at all, put screws in that long so it actually stays onto the door. Some of these older versions of the dormer do actually have a mounting bracket that come with them, and I actually like that. So you don't actually just screw it to the door, you screw this template, which is a metal template. And then what I love about it is that the screws that they supply are actually threaded screws. So you screw the screws into the threaded template on the door, and it's amazing. They hold that door closer up really strong onto the template, and it's just a lot more easy way of fixing and mounting a dormer door closers to the door, because it's a lot of jiggery pokery just to try and get that straight on the door. Do you know what I mean? I've even seen door closers on church doors. I'll talk about that in a different video, that have been mounted really strange. I'll have to do a video on that. So they've been fit like that, how they should be, in like the straight position. But then they've cut half of the doorway, just the arm passes through the church's curved door. Yeah, that's how fucking strange people are. Because they think a door closer needs to be like that. No, it doesn't. If you've got a church door, right, please watch this and like this video. If you're watching this from a church and you want to fit this to a church curved door, you can. Do not cut half the fucking church doorway so this arm passes through the door, right? Don't do that. Do that. Fit it to the arch of the door that way, with the arm in a straight position, how it would be mounted that way. It will open and close the door, no problem. You do not have to go out the way and fucking cut a great big hole for the door to close. But you've guessed it, I've recently seen this cathedral. It was in the cathedral, that's it. I'll have a word with the owners and tell them about that, because the door closers weren't clearly strong enough to close the door, and the door closers were mounted in the wrong position. Do you know what I mean? I'll give you an example. So there was like a bracket coming out from the side of the church door, which was like that. Then they cut half the top of the curved doorway so this arm could pass through the door, the curved door, and it would close the door, but the bracket was there, so it acted like a part of a straight door. Really strange. Never do that. Put it on like that, on a church curved door. If you've got a curved door at home and you're watching this and you want a door closer on your door, fine. Put it at an angle. Put it like that. Put it on a curved door. My godfather in his shop in England had a curved door, and he asked me to fit it to his door, so I did. But his curved garage door was like curved, like a church door. I love curved doors, they're lovely. But yeah, fit it like that. It's still going to work, you know. Doesn't need to. A door closer does not have to be straight like that to work. It could be fitted like that, could be fitted like that. I wouldn't put it on the door like that at the top, because I don't think it would really work, but we'll see. I'll do a different video where I fit a door closer like that to a door to see if it actually closes the door. I don't think it will, because of the way the arm is designed, but possibly might. But yeah, on a church door, fit a door closer like that. Anyways, let's get back to talking about how this door closer actually works. So here we've got 15 degrees. That means basically how much it latches, and this one there is how it closes. So you basically pull this arm forward and you get a lovely smooth action. Look at that, guys. Best door closer out there at this moment in time on the market, I would say. Cheap, about £50 to buy, £60. Very nice. Did you see that latch action then? That was good, wasn't it? That's built in, by the way. That is built in. You do have a built-in bit where it automatically does that anyway, which I like, because some door closers now, the modern ones, come with built-in latch action, which I love, which is amazing, because if you just want it to go boomf just before the latch, it's going to bang. But that's not handy if you live in an apartment and you're trying to sleep, and each time you come through the security door, the door goes bang in the middle of the night at 1 o'clock in the morning. So, a bit like our front door of our security, I make it shut fast, but I make sure it's not too much of a bang at the end so people can sleep at night. But yeah, what you do is you take your screwdriver, which I can't be asked to get. You take your screwdriver and you basically twist this one in here, which is the latching regulator. Turn it in a few turns, and what will happen is when it gets to that part there, it's not going to bang. Watch, you shouldn't do it as much. Hang on. It's just, yeah, it's not even banging now. So it's closing nice and slow, guys, look at that. Oh, there you go. Well, unfortunately, it's going to bang like that because that's the built-in latch action that's with it. But if you don't want it to bang and you don't want that extra bit that speeds up at the end, just fit the door closer arm onto the door with the arm that comes with it into a position like that before it actually gets the chance to latch. Then you won't have that problem. See, very informative. If you like this video, guys, please give this video a like, because that lets Michelle know that she's doing the right thing. The back of the door closer is quite ugly, to be fair. It's quite ugly. What's that bit on there for? Do you want to know what that's on there for? It's so it fits flush to any door, right? If that wasn't on there, you'd be messing about trying to fucking get it straight. But that there actually helps you align it with the door and get that straight for the straight finish, right? I'm gay, so my door closers go on bent anyway. But they don't go on bent because according to the Explorer Returns, thank you so much, fella, he said I fit my door closers way better than he does, and I fit them to a professional level. So let me show you the one I've got on my living room door at the moment. So I've currently got a G's door closer. I do like these ones. These ones gold, to be fair. But here we are. That's how well I fit door closers. That's my G's one. I got that from Spock a few weeks ago. But that just closes my door. Nice and slowly. We see that one last time. My living room isn't that much messy today, but you know, tidied it up. Lovely close. Doesn't need to bang. Feels nice when you open it, and it's not 3 people that are against the door when you come to open the door. Emma Collin got my bloody lips. Never mind. Yes, I know my living room's an absolute fucking shithole, but so is yours. So deal with it. Do you like my fake television? It's an ornament. So yeah. Oh shit, never got my phone. Right. Get back onto this door closer. So yeah, I just love this door closer. It's amazing. It feels lovely. The more money you spend on a door closer, the nicer it's going to feel. When you open the door, you're not going to get any noises. Listen. There's no noise with that at all. That might as well be direct drive for door closer. Very nice. Comes to like a really kind of like, I like this particular model because it's got built-in latch action, but it gets to the point where you can have the door going fast but slow. It will come to like an abrupt, really slow pause before it gets into the latch action. And it's a bit like a pot belly. I actually like what they've done. They've built in the latch action, so it will still basically close a door, but when it gets to this part, watch what happens. It slows down. Watch this. Watch. That's what I love. That's pretty cool. I think Dormo really have thought outside the box when it comes to designing this one, because it's super modern. It's really cool. It closes the door really, really well. Can't fault them. Bit of latch action there again. The only thing I don't like is this arm. Let me show you what I don't like about it. So this arm, like I explained in a different door closer video, is mounted to this little circular ring, right? This arm is strong, but it's not strong enough. If someone was to severely hang on this and fuck the arm up and stuff, I've got one of these with this actual ring piece here. It's actually just completely come torn straight off, do you know what I mean? So that's no good. So I think Dorma need to get back onto redesigning this arm so it's stronger, so it's not just fitted to a fucking little small steel ring, because this steel ring has been snapped. This arm will just snap off this little steel ring. Do you know what I mean? It's just welded to that little hoop. See that? And when this arm snaps off, you're just left with a little fucking small little hoop, which is ridiculous. But yeah, really good door closer, guys. I love it. This is the plastic shell that it comes with. Unfortunately, this one where it's been before, it's on a building somewhere where Urban Explorer's got it for me. It's got vandalised, but it's fine. I'm not damaged. I'm not damaged. I'm not bothered. It's just a damaged shell. Do you know what I mean? But very easy to fit. The reason why it's got 2 little nooks there is because you can have it on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of the door. So if you ever wanted to adjust it, and say for argument's sake your door was a left-hand door, you literally pull one of these out. There's like little dividers here that you push in place, so you can't actually see the divider when it's back on top of the door. But who cares? You can't see it anyway, do you know what I mean? But as you can see, the shell goes back onto the actual door closer body like so. Thumbs up for the explanation, please. Does help. Hello, Giovanni. So yeah, you basically put that onto the door closer body like so, and you basically have this little plastic bit that slides back into there just to cover that hole up. Don't panic, that's nothing special. That just means if this can be obviously be fitted now to a left-hand sided door that's going to open on the left-hand sided door, right? Looks lovely, doesn't it? Really professional looking, lovely, right? This is just a snack-on one. Unfortunately, it's not that safe. So if you've got these in a public place and someone wanted to nick a door closer, unless it's held on with fucking torque screws, it's going to get nicked, because you can easily pull that off. Watch this. It holds on. It just literally holds on with these like little grooves there. And it's not really well designed that well, because look where it's been rubbing against the plastic. Do you know what I mean? Some of y'all could come along and set this on fire. In fact, I've actually been over Queensferry where these yobs had set a building on fire, which was an old military base, and the door closer actually had the door closer basically set on fire as well from where the room was set on fire. The door closer was actually set on fire. But it's really sad because they set this room on fire and it had like 1950s, 1960s war memorabilia that had gone up in flames for no reason. It was awful, really, but what can you do? People don't like having new things, and sometimes jobs ruin it for everyone else. Do you know what I mean? So if you're a chavvy guy watching this, please stop going around like setting buildings on fire and ruining memorabilia that is thousands and millions of years old. Because that person that owns that building, regardless if it's the council or the landlord, is going to be incredibly upset. But obviously they deliberately set that particular room, which was like an old communication room, military room on about here in Queensferry. I'm not saying where it is for legal reasons. That's where I got my door closers from. Because they're knocking the building down and I had permission to get them. But yeah, basically